pass me the potatoes and the collard greens.
And even dollars?
I'm sorry I spoiled the party, Mom.
Speedboat Maniac coming at you guys. So I got the pipe off. And as you guys already know, we have a problem with the pipe. Now, what exactly is wrong with the pipe? Well, it's simple. There's a bunch of bad welds and or no welds at all in the inner part of the collar flange where the V-band is. About an inch in, maybe about 3/4 of an inch in. And then there's several of them past that, about 2 or 3 inches in. I think 3/4 of the problem can be remedied, but I ain't sure about the rest. Let's take a look and see. So I got it set up here to the best of my ability so you guys can see with the sunshine. But there's a crack right here. It's not really a crack, it's just where the inner pipe butts to this V-band clamp. Now let me also make this clear, guys. Last year, you guys remember that this pipe was failing on the outside. Now, I had no real reason to inspect the pipe for anything thoroughness other than it was spraying water out of here onto the other motor's belt. So I'm like, okay. So I just took it to my local guy and had him touch it up, okay? Look, obviously you guys know I'm not running a showboat, you know. I just want things working and operating properly. So, you know, I wasn't going to replace the pipe or have it all shined up or put a little perfect little bead around it. I took it to my guy who does stainless steel welding right up here locally and had him weld it up for me. It hasn't leaked since on the outside.
I brought you a Twinkie.
So this weld on the outside here has been fine. On the inside right here, there is no weld, okay? Now, it's hard for me to get all of it up in here, but basically the whole circumference of this, there's no weld right here. Now, there's also way in here, and I'll take the flashlight and try to get some of it too, but I'm going to put the garden hose on 5-10 pounds, which is basically what we call 1/8 of an inch. Right there, right? You know, it ain't got to be perfect, just got to be to where we can check it. And you guys already know what's about to happen.
Feeling different again, huh?
It's like I don't fit in. It's like I don't belong here.
So, let's take a look and see. So there's all of the water running right here. Now it's obviously running out of the back of the pipe, just as if it's coming out of the back of the boat, right? Okay. Ain't no sense in doing any inspection in here. We already know what we found with this situation, right? We're interested in see why it's leaking up here. So, as you can see, it's running from right here, right? But again, that's only 5 pounds. It's hard to see where it comes from. I know it's 360 degrees around that whole collar flange, that inner collar flange. So I'm going to have my guy run a bead on it. I'm going to drop it off Saturday. Probably won't get it back till Monday or Tuesday. Ain't no hurry. He has a regular job also, but he does stainless steel weld. So I'll have him run a bead all the way around there, and I'll have him reach what he can reach on any other cracks that I maybe take a Sharpie and draw a circle around it where if he can reach in there, because there's only so much you can do to weld it up if you can reach in there. But if we weld all the way around 360 degrees, that whole inside collar flange, I got a feeling that's going to take care of probably 75 to 80% of the problem. I'm not sure we're going to get that whole pipe repaired. Wide open. I'm not sure we're going to get the whole pipe repaired. You know, I would have to get a whole new pipe made. I ain't doing that right now this season.
It's like I don't belong here.
It's your birthday and it's time you knew. Naven, you're not our natural born child.
I'm not.
We're just trying to get it to where she cools down a little bit. Let's see. And there you go. So all that water loss, you know, again, now that's, I hate to always say over and over again, but that's a lot of pressure. But look at, the whole thing is basically leaking all the way around 360 degrees, okay? And it actually has a leak back in here, a small one, and a small one back here. I'm not saying that that's okay that we have a leak back there, but if we get this flange welded up all the way around here at least, I think that'll eliminate most of the problem. And if I can get them, you can see it's right back in here. If I can get them to reach and do a bead on that. Because look, when they build these pipes, they build them from the inside out. They do a piece at a time. Let's say it's 3.5 and 4 inch. It's not that exactly, but they weld an inner pipe, put it together, put a collar, then weld another pipe. Then they put the 4 inch together, then they weld the 4 inch, and so on and so forth, and so forth. And then even down here to the 90s, they put a 90 together. They weld it on the inside, then they weld it on the outside. 2 separate pipes. So I don't care how good of a welder you are, or how good of an engineer you are, or how good you are at what you do. Don't get me wrong, things have to be perfect. But people make mistakes. People get tired. It could be 4:30 on a Friday and somebody went home and forgot about it. Next thing you know, the pipe makes it back to the boat.
You were left on our doorstep. But we raised you like you were one of us.
You mean I'm gonna stay this color?
Shoot, that was 7 or 8 years ago when those motors were installed in the boat. Okay? It might have been like that to begin with, but it slowly started to fail over time. I'm not talking about the part where it's not welded, but the overheating part where the pipe just gets hot and it constantly takes all that water pressure.
Nathan, I'd love you if you would have cut a baboon's ass.
So that's what's going on, guys. You see what's going on? There's a problem. We're going to get it welded in the next couple days, and hopefully we can get it put back together. And by the middle of next week, I ain't making no promises, put the pipe back in. It only takes 20 minutes to put the pipe in. And take it out on another sea trial and see if we can't break it again. So that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you coming along. And again, as always, if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment, share, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.